What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan Missler. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm sorry. Life happens. I've been enjoying the few weeks here, just enjoying life. So you ought to try that every once in a while. Tune out from videos and what have you and just enjoy your surroundings, enjoy your family. That's what I've been doing. Alright, so I do have some footage from the here and there the past couple weeks tearing this thing apart. Check it out. Does anybody know what you get a lot of when you have 3 blonde-haired women living in your house? I'll tell you. Glitter. Not only is it in the house, but it's all over your toolbox in the garage. Alright, so now that we got that taken care of, we can get to work on this race car. Huh, buddy? Yeah. Are you going to bed?
Yes, but I get everybody beds. Like, Lucy, are my toys.
Oh, you're putting everybody else in beds? Lucy needs a bed?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with you and not wearing shoes or socks.
I'm going to get someone's sock at morning time, but not 8 now.
In the morning, but not now. So the presidential debate is on tonight, and I couldn't think of a more better thing to do than not watch that. But we're going to work on the race car.
Dad,
What?
you put more toys in there?
No, I didn't put any more in there. Say, is that your new toolbox over there? Or is that mine?
That one, actually mine, but
Actually, it's mine.
but
It's a race car shop toolbox.
I really want to put toys in.
All your tools.
Behave.
We can't put all your tools in there. You have your own toolbox. Race car shop has its own toolbox. Right, buddy?
Yes.
All right, now give me a hug and go to bed.
Oh.
Mom will be so happy. Good night.
Yeah,
All right, so we're ready to pull the rear end out of here. We just gotta unhook the brakes and the lift arm. And I cheated a little bit on you guys. I drained the rear end already, and I popped the back quick change gear cap off. And so once we get the few things unhooked, we're gonna rotate the whole rear end and let it just sit there and drain the rest of the way out in the pan through the quick change gear. Brakes are off, the limiter chain's off. Now we're gonna work on getting the drive shaft taken out and the lift arm unmounted from the rear end. Then we'll be able to swing it down and let it drain the rest of the way overnight. Show that bolt. You know what you do when you don't have a good time with the Deadwell, you get a BFH. Grief. Wonder if it'll unthread with the impact now. Spins don't want to come out. It's stuck on the threads or something. This one's pulling out. Got that all apart. Pulled the gear cover and gears off the rear end. See, we got some oil in there still. Most of it's drained, but we're gonna just rotate this thing right around here as far as we can get it, right about there, and just let that let that drain all night. And all the oil can float down to the bottom and drain out of there. That way when we pull the tubes and the bells off of the center section of the rear end, most all the oil will be out and it won't be as messy. So we'll let that drain overnight and see you here in about a second tomorrow. Alright, so next day I got the rear end all drained up and I put the back cover on it, and I skipped ahead a little bit and I jacked it up because it's always a pain in the butt to get the rear end out of the car. So jacked it up. Now I've never done it this way, but for the sake of not breaking our backs, we're going to try to get it out this way. I think I have a plan. I think it's going to work. Alright, we got it out. It's going to sit there for a while, and we can take stuff off of it as it sits there too, but main goal is to keep stripping this thing down. So I've never done it that way before, but didn't work too bad. We're a little cumbersome, a little bit tight in here, but all good. So here's the plan. We're going to take the rest of the stuff off this car that we need to, and then we're going to call Rocket and we're going to schedule an appointment down there to get this thing put on a jig, make sure everything's kosher. That's our plan, and let's start ripping the rest of this stuff off here. Alright, Alright, so that transmission is out and the motor plate is out. It's amazing. I just had the tranny, if you remember, redone because we screwed a clutch disc. We screwed a clutch disc up in it, and it's amazing how filthy everything can get in such a short amount of time on a dirt car. It's just gross. So right now we're going to take off the fire bottle. I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about that before, but we have this inside the cockpit, if you can see it. This is a cable that I can, in case of a fire, we can pull the pin and pull this cable with the lever, with the handle, and it will release, extinguish a fire. So we have 1, 2, 3 lines run. One runs into the cockpit at my feet, one runs up to the engine compartment, and one runs back to the fuel cell. So I got all them lines unhooked. They were just like zip tied on. So we're just gonna pop this baby off there. It's all ready to come off. My help showed up, so
he didn't say good help.
we're gonna pull the fuel cell while he's here. Fuel cell's out. We're gonna take the battery out. I'm gonna watch.
Be lazy.
Oh, I even got a handle for it. Somewhere. I don't know if we can get it back in there. You have to slide it out. Should. There you go.
It's stuck in the mud.
Here, put that through them hoops there. Hey, the battery's out. Now we're going to take off fuel filter, a couple of 5th coil, 6th coil mount brackets, take off our limiter chain, bump rubbers guy. Got to pull off a couple brake calipers. Got to pull off the power steering pump fill tank over there, and a couple more pieces of sheet metal, and we'll be ready to roll. Drilling out the last few rivets on the deck. Pretty soon we'll be down to just whatever's in the cockpit and more attached to the cockpit. We took the power steering tank off. Got all the other mounts off. Gotta pull these brake calipers off yet. Almost there. that's a wrap for tearing apart this race car. I did want to say that we have new wall clings. Everybody say hi to our model.
Stop.
But these wall clings will be up on the website for sale of this past season's race car. So, car's good to go. I believe we got everything off that we need to take off. Look how bare it is. Pretty bare, huh?
Sad. Doesn't look like a car.
It's light enough that 2 people can carry it and load it on a trailer. Thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe. We'll see you super soon.